The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Online Osborne.
Alrighty,
I like
boys,
those noises, takes
I've
me
been.
back.
I know when you're waiting for your computer to dial up,
Yeah.
so you play Paganitsu on your computer.
Paganitsu,
so you
was it for
didn't
you?
do your assignment. Paganitsu is one I used to play, and Home Alone as well.
Police Quest
I played
was
the
mine.
little Home Alone game. Oh,
It was
really?
a Home Alone game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
remember
How'd you miss that?
You had to
Mitch?
set up all the traps in the right places.
Yeah,
you had
it was
like
pretty
a
cool.
timer
Yeah.
before they came in and invaded your home.
I mean, it was links.
I think of all the things I
Yep.
should have been doing, mostly my assignments, but
Yeah.
instead I played that a lot. But things that are trending right now, let me get you abreast with what's going on online.
Yes,
For
please.
starters, there's a trend happening at the moment which men are doing, and I actually quite like this one. I'm a fan of it. Basically, the premise is you video a guy
Yes.
late at night in bed
Right.
calling his best mate. So let's see, it's like you calling Ash.
Oh, I've seen this.
And then
Yeah.
saying, I just want to say good night, sweet dreams. And then seeing their reaction.
Yeah.
And pretty much the reactions are as you would expect. Here are some.
What's good, bro? What you got going?
I'm literally just trying to get this temperature stuff going on with Keenan.
Oh,
I'm trying to bring her temperature down. Why was that?
no, I was just calling to tell you good night, bro. Sweet dreams. Hello?
What?
Hello?
Yeah, what do you mean, good night?
I'm about to lay down, bro. I'm about to get into bed. I just want to call and tell you good night, bro. Sweet dreams.
But I love it. And all of their reactions, like some of them are quite aggressive. Like, why are you
Yeah,
on,
what
boy?
are you doing? What's going on? I'm trying to get to bed.
It's just so awkward. There's always the pause. But
I feel like
I
most,
think
most of
during...
my mates would double down and say something disgusting back to me. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, I've been
Bowie,
thinking
no,
about
Bowie
you.
would be
Send me
onto
a photo.
Yeah, exactly.
But,
yeah.
but the
Take a
best part
selfie.
for me
Yeah.
is just that period of time that expires between when the guy says, just want to wish you good night, and then the response where it's just, the guy's just digesting it. You know,
He's going, what?
what the hell? What are you doing? You know the other
we
one.
do that.
You know the
Yeah.
other one I love, Nikki, is the one that the kids will find out someone from their dad's primary school or something or other, and they'll use that name as a reference that I could eat like it'd be the equivalent for Levi for me coming out and going, oh man, I'm starving. I could eat a Malcolm Thornton, who I went to school with in grade 7, and then you see the dad go, what? Who? Malcolm?
That's so weird.
Oh, gross.
The other one that I've seen, which I love, which we've got to do, Ash, because it's mostly golden retrievers that people are picking on with this one, is they feed their dog, they set up the camera and they put yummy food in the bowl, and then they get their friend to come in and stage an abduction,
Yeah,
their
I've
own
seen that
abduction,
too, yes,
with the
yes.
camera rolling to see whether the dog chooses you or the food.
Yes.
And for the most part, the
It's
dog
food.
does choose the food.
Yeah.
However, I saw one last night. It was a golden retriever. Its owner was getting dragged out the front door. It looked at the food. It kind of humped and went, damn it, and then ran and saved their owner, which was really sweet.
Oh, that's
pretty
nice.
But I was like,
yeah.
oh, but it's them chickens. I want to eat them chickens. Another thing is trending at the moment. AI is actually being useful for parents. Bill Burr did a little study breakdown on his Instagram. Basically, you can use AI to fake a news broadcast. Now, this is being used incorrectly in a lot of places. There's a lot of fake news getting out there, and I'm not being Donald Trump, but there is a lot of fake news coming out, like people perpetuating war and everything. Yeah. And they actually said to issue a warning to your boomer parents that a lot of these fake news broadcasts, that they're fake.
Yep.
But it's hard to tell now because they're really good. I got done by one yesterday. I sent Alicia a kangaroo in an airport and it wasn't even real.
Yeah, I saw that one.
So-
It was holding the ticket and it's paused. That's what gave it away
Yeah,
to me. Yeah.
it was her emotional support animal. It was holding ticket.
The fact that it recited
got
its frequent
done.
flyer number perfectly was what gave it away to me.
When it asked for an upgrade.
But back to my point, parents can create a news broadcast with their kids' messy rooms being featured. and they're doing a story on these kids' messy rooms on the news. So kids actually tidy up their rooms. And I reckon that will actually be very handy come Christmas.
Yep.
Imagine the things you can do at Christmas time.
Indeed.
It'd be,
That's pretty cool.
I'm going to dance around that topic. La, 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 la. So anyway, that's what's going on online.
Yeah.
That's it.
Like it. Thank you.
You like it?
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
The Inspired Unemployed. Everyone knows the Inspired Unemployed, and they're back.
Funny.
Love these guys.
Impractical Jokers, it returns Monday, 9th of June. Now,
That's this Monday.
Is that this Monday,
It
mate?
is indeed.
What the hell?
Yes.
9:40 p.m. on 10 and 10 Play, or in fact, you can actually stream the entire series on Paramount Plus. But from the Inspired Unemployed, we've got Liam Moore joining us this morning. How are you, Liam?
Good, thanks. Thanks for having me.
No, you're welcome, my friend. Now, tell us about this. Tell us about this show that's
bloody
starting
nuts.
on Monday.
Yeah,
Is this the second season?
This is our third season.
Third.
I tell you what, it gives me, Liam, and this show is anxiety watching it. I don't know why. Like Ash and I used to do a bit of this kind of gear back in the day, where we'd interrupt press conferences and all that sort of biz, and it was fun while we were young. But now I look at it and think, oh shit! It just reminds me of it's not easy to go through with this stuff and actually take full ownership, which you have to do for it to be cool.
Yeah.
I know, yeah, and it's getting like we're all getting older as well. Like, I just turned 30 the other day, so sometimes when you're doing this, like we too
Oh,
old.
look out.
Yeah.
I've just turned 30.
You
Yeah,
poor
me
bastard.
too, Liam. Me too.
Haven't we all? But it's a lot. It's a lot, right?
Yeah, it is a lot. I mean, we're lucky. Like at the end, we get to talk to people and let them explain what's going on. But like, some of those situations are so tough. But yeah, like I said, we're lucky we got a film crew there, and at the end, we can kind of explain we're not that weird. We're not actually like this.
Nasty.
Yeah, and I also think like just back in when we were doing it, Lutzi, we were doing it together as well. So there's something about sort of if you're going one out in one of those situations, I reckon it'd be
brutal.
Yeah, but it'd be a hell of a lot tougher. But how did you get involved in it? Because you were a Sparky, were you? Like. How hard was it to give up that job to go in to be in the Inspired Unemployed?
Yeah, so it wasn't too hard. It wasn't a hard decision.
No, I bet it wasn't.
Jack called me one day. Like, I've always grown up with the boys, and I live with them as well. And then I just got back from living over in Canada for a couple of years, and then kind of got a phone call on the golf course and was like, we got a TV show in 2 weeks if you want to come do it. So I pretty much hung up and called my boss straight after it and said, I'm just putting in my 2 weeks notice.
Oh, how good is that?
What do you reckon the evolution of this is for Inspired Unemployed? Obviously, you guys are thinking of projects.
Politics, for
all
sure.
the time. But it's interesting, right? Like, what do you reckon it'll evolve into?
I don't know. I mean, I've thought about this a lot. Like, depends. Like, we don't know how it's going to go. Like, it's just good to be here, really. But if we get another season, I mean, we all say we'd love to travel with it. It would be so fun to do something
cool.
Internationally, but it is hard because you got a big film crew and you got to take people overseas and cameras and all that stuff. But yeah, hopefully, I mean, I'd love to just do it around Australia and overseas, especially. Yeah.
The other side of it is like as the show gets more popular and you guys, your faces become more familiar,
building your brand.
You're probably going to have to take off overseas. You know what I mean, and get some fresh meat.
Fresh meat.
If you like, where people they don't know, they'll see you guys coming and they go, "Oh yeah, what do you got?"
Yeah, that's exactly
what's
what
going
happened to us.
Exactly. So yeah, you might have to take the show on the road, but that'd be fun as well.
That'd be so fun.
Tokyo.
That's probably our biggest question we get asked is how do we not get recognised, especially like Matt and Jack.
Yeah.
It's pretty. It's interesting to see. Like we've had people on the show where we've pranked them on the show, and then they've even seen the show, and they kind of just don't put two and two together. You know, if you take Matt and Jack, split them up, and put them in a Hungry Jack's outfit and chuck them around the middle of Sydney.
You're not expecting it.
Yeah, they're not expecting it. Yeah,
you wouldn't expect it. But still. All right, mate. Well, it sounds like a lot of fun. Congratulations
That's
on the
great.
success. Season 3, The Inspired Unemployed Impractical Jokers. It returns Monday, 9:40 p.m. on 10 and 10 Player. As I said at the start, you can stream the entire lot on Paramount Plus. Great to meet you, Liam. All the best, mate. Liam Moore.
Cheers, brother.
thank you.
Good
Thanks,
on you,
guys.
Liam.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Okay, well, hot off the press, I have news for all the singles out there. Tinder have switched it up a bit and they have brought in a very controversial feature into the app. They now have a height filter on Tinder. So
What?
the ladies can filter out men under a certain height. Now, obviously, a lot of short men are very angry about this right now
Well, you would
because most chicks say they just want a tall dude. Usually it is a short woman who wants a tall dude because they're trying to, improve the gene pool by creating a super race. I'm not saying that it's an
create an upward
improvement of the
trend?
gene pool.
Is that right?
that,
You're saying short women want a tall guy so their kids are tall.
Are bigger.
That's the thing that women think about.
That is
I
definitely a
guarantee
thing.
that's something women think about, or
Really?
that people think about. Yeah.
Never thought about it.
So I got on the Googles because I'm like, well, would I ever put a filter? I dated a lot of short dudes
Did you?
in my younger years because I found them more interesting, to be honest. But I've done a Google.
Jockeys always have hot girlfriends, by the way. I have noticed that. And wives.
Do
That's
they?
because they're good in the saddle. But
There you go.
I've Googled a list
Oh.
of short men, and these are all the men that you would miss out on if you put that filter on.
These are all the
ladies.
short men that you've dated, or just short guys?
No, not that I've dated.
Oh.
I don't
Just a
have.
bunch of
I don't have that
random
much
names.
time.
I was gonna say, yes.
No.
Gavin Johnson.
Chris Muller.
Gavin. Imagine saying Gavin in the heat of passion.
Oh, Gavin. Oh, Gavin, you've done it
Gavin's
again.
out there.
There'd be people out there that.
There'd be Gavins listening right now.
I know a Gavin. You know.
Oh, Gav. Oh, that's the spot, Gavin.
Go, Gavin.
What's it?
Go, Gavin.
What's another name you couldn't shout out?
Well, you tell us. What about
Brett.
well,
Brett.
Oh, Brett.
Brett.
Oh,
Brett.
Bring it, Brett. Bring it, Brett.
oh, Brett.
Yeah, that works. I can do
My
that.
dad's name's Wayne, and I
Oh,
just
you
can't
can't.
even.
Oh.
Blah, 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 blah,
Keep
blah.
going, Wayne.
Oh, Wayne, don't stop there, Wayne. I'm real close.
No,
Wayne.
stop. Please stop. I
That
shouldn't
reminds me
even
of Wayne.
said that.
That reminds me of Wayne Bennett.
Oh, now there's a visual. Oh, and he's tall too. So
Yeah. He's tall.
God.
So, right,
Do you want to know some of the
give
men?
us some of the
Okay.
shorties, yeah.
And okay, I'll name the men and I'll
Wayne
say if I
Bennett.
would or wouldn't. Okay. So Robert Downey Jr.
Well, you would.
Yeah, I would. Iron Man. Hello. Never disappointing. Al Pacino.
Well,
he's
Tom
92.
Cruise.
he's very old.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tom Cruise is
Tom
an
Cruise.
interesting one.
Aside from the, obvious narcissism, still would. Jeff Bezos.
yeah.
Not for the money.
what about
whatever.
Grant Denyer?
Kevin. Oh, look, he's. Oh, don't do that to me. I like Grant.
Well, what's the problem? I'm just saying
But-
he's short. Would you know, like he's
I
a
know,
good-
and he
good-looking
would have
dude.
missed
What about
out.
Alan Robinson, the former jockey that we used to work with on the footy show? Him and Nicky would be quite a match.
Hang on, I got one for you. Paul, our little mate Paul Gaffney.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean,
I've seen him on the dance floor mix it up.
yeah.
That backpack
Prince?
was on Roma Street one night. I couldn't believe what I watched, to be honest with you.
Really? Was he pulling?
Yes.
Yeah. Did you say Prince?
Interesting.
Prince.
Yeah, Prince. He's only.
Well, he's
only
dead.
He's not alive.
1.57. No, I know, but I'm saying that you could miss out on Prince. Zac Efron.
Well, I've met him and I fell in love with him meeting him. So
He's just-
you
he's
fall in love with
handsome.
Zac Efron. He's got charm.
How tall is he?
He was at least as short as his girlfriend, who was that bartender from Byron. She was a piece of work.
Oh, that's right. I
God,
remember that. That was a COVID romance,
She was a piece
wasn't
of work,
it?
if you don't mind me saying. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, as in,
Nick,
you didn't like her very much, or was she hot?
I was like, it was like, Zach, bark twice if you're in trouble.
Oh, she one of those.
Yeah, one of those. Bad. Good story.
Yeah, see, where are those filters on Tinder?
Yeah, I'd rather those
Bunny
filters
boiler.
than height. You
So-
know what I'm saying?
Anyway,
So what are we learning?
Yeah,
You're not height sensitive. It doesn't bother you.
I'm not heightest. Mind you, Jeremy is 6'3", but so I feel like it's, what's the word?
Redundant.
My brain just stopped. Hypocritical.
Hypocritical.
But what I am saying is, ladies, you could miss out on a bit of the old Iron Man action if you put this filter on.
And plus, I mean, it's full of lies anyway, Tinder. So who's to say some 5'4" guy's not saying he's 6'1"? Like, everyone lies, everyone catfishes. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Filters,
Do
it's
you?
the same thing.
Do you?
And does it work the other?
Have you?
Does it work
No,
the
I'm
other
raw- I'm
way,
raw as
Nikki?
hell.
Like, do you have to there'll be some tall guys out there that probably don't want to go with any
With a
short
weight
chicks.
filter on
Yes.
for the ladies.
Yeah.
well,
no,
imagine
I'm not
that.
touching that
You
because
know?
obviously.
Oh,
I'd say,
yeah.
any weight a woman is,
I think we-
But I,
beautiful, but, yeah.
I will say that I genuinely, with my, when I was on Tinder, genuinely posted a photo of me, from 2013. No filter.
Same as our billboards.
No filter. Just the photo had gone a bit old. You know how it goes, that funny colour? a bit of that. That's all I did, all right?
Oh,
Same as our billboards now.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
The Society on the Star Stradbroke Day, your premium race day experience. Book now at brc.com.au. Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne's Horseplay Yay or Nay.
Lotsy's favourite part of the morning this week.
Big weekend coming
looking
up.
sexy.
And are we whacking someone else in the drawer here, Mitch? What are we doing?
Sure are. Well, I mean, it's up to them, of course. If they get it right, we're going to lay down a horse fact. We're going to say, Lutzy, going to give you a horse fact, and you've got to say whether it's yay or nay. And Felicity, Shayla Park, good morning.
Good morning.
How do you go on
Good
your
morning, Felicity.
Hey, is this my Felicity?
What do you mean you're Felicity?
Is this Flick?
Pardon?
No?
They're all called Flick, mate. That's what every Flick.
Yeah, I do get called Flick as a nickname.
Oh, okay.
But I
But
listen
you're
to you
not,
guys every morning.
But you're
and
not
I try
the-
and call up all the time.
you're not the Felicity that I ran into that was working at the Shell Servo.
No, that's not me.
Okay.
That's not me.
All right.
Different one, mate.
Well, well,
Different
shout
one.
out to all the Felicities listening to us this morning.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, no, just you, actually. Yeah. All right, now what do we got? What are we doing?
You got to give the fact.
Okay, hang on.
And by the way, Felicity, yesterday it was a weird fact. I thought for sure it'd be a nay. It was like that there's some bloke who's a 7'7" jockey, and it turned out that it was true. So just be careful of Lucky throwing a
Yeah,
a
don't
weird
get
one at you.
tricked.
Terrible. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll try not to because I really, really would love to go to the races with some friends. It'd
This
be
is
good.
pretty special. Okay, so the fact is, right, here we go. Yay or nay? In the Southern Hemisphere, a horse will celebrate its birthday on July 1st. So in the Southern Hemisphere, a horse will celebrate its birthday on July 1st. Is that yay or nay? Yay or nay?
Yay, yay,
No,
yay.
yay or nay? Yay or nay?
Nay.
Yeah. That's correct.
Oh, you right?
In the Southern Hemisphere, a horse will celebrate its birthday on August 1.
Yeah, August 1.
In the Northern Hemisphere, they celebrate on January 1. In the Northern Hemisphere, they celebrate on January 1. On January 1.
Well, I did not know that.
On January 1. What can't you
I still don't quite
What
understand.
can't you understand
this,
about
but-
this?
I don't understand either.
Okay, well, you did well because you still got it right. But of
Yay.
course, there's so many horses born every day. Of
No,
course
no,
a horse
no.
celebrates.
They
they
all
celebrate
celebrate
their
it on the one day.
Yeah.
Oh,
A
do
horse
they?
is-
Yes.
Mean.
They all
That's crazy.
It's just what it is, all right?
That's so weird. Felicity, I'm
That's
as
weird.
lost as you are.
That's weird. But I'll go with it. I got it right. Yay.
Yeah, you're right. Anyway, doesn't matter.
No, it was nay, actually, but
Nay.
anyway.
Nay,
yeah,
it was
yes.
nay. It was nay, but I'm saying yay. I'm in the draw. Yay.
Congratulations, Mitch. Tell them what you won.
You are in the draw to win, and this will be happening before the end of the show. 6 premium tickets, you and 5 mates heading along to the Society, the best view of the track. Superior canapé menu, 5-hour gold beverage package.
Yeah, right.
Ooh.
We're going to get you there and start
Lutzy, you
with some
sound
limo.
like a ninja horse.
I got it right on.
Go on, suck it!
Limo transfers.
guys.
And we'll send you along to Westfield to get dressed as well.
She's roughing you up.
Good on you, Flick.
Yeah, let's
Thank you.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Hey, I'll tell you what has got me, like it's... I don't go to the movies as much now. Well, certainly not as much as you, Mitch. I mean, you know, and back in the day, you used to live there.
By the way, I want to start going more.
Yeah.
Like event cinemas at Chermside is my favourite place to go. I want to get down there more.
Here's what I'm going to say, Lutzy, because every time I do go to the cinemas, it's one of those things where I go, I've got to do this
So
more often. I
good.
just have to get back here and do it more often. But there is a movie coming up
What do you
that
got?
I'm genuinely excited by.
Recommendation station.
Well, it's not a recommendation station
you
because
haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it yet, but it's just like it's the first time in a long time that I've gone, can't wait.
Yes.
Like seriously, cannot wait for this movie.
Yes.
And I hope that it is going to be as good as what I think it
Lilo
could
and
be.
Stitch too.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Not bam,
No, Beaches too.
No.
bam.
What is it?
It's that F1 film.
Yes, yes.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Now, I haven't.
especially now with. Sorry.
Oh, sorry, I was just going to say I haven't seen a trailer for it.
Really?
I haven't
Oh, I
seen
have.
anything on it
Oh, mate.
other than just little bits and pieces here and there. And I've seen that Brad Pitt over the last year or so, he's been turning up at proper Formula One
Well,
races.
they filmed some of it ahead of the actual races.
Vegas, they definitely
Yeah.
filmed. I know
Yeah,
that.
I've seen some of that, and I'm just like, okay, I'm
You're in.
I
Yep.
am 100%
dude-
in for this. What's
The
that?
other dude, I've forgotten his name. He's the lead in it. He was my best dressed at the Met Gala because he turned up in a Formula One car.
Yeah.
And then wore a sparkly kind of race suit in, and then ripped that off and had.
Oh, that's right. Damson
suavest
Idris.
suit.
Damson Idris.
Yes,
Yeah.
he
No
looked
relation to
incredible.
Idris Elba.
No, Idris is asked about.
Yeah, but
Really? And he turned up to the Met Gala in an F1. Geez, I'll tell you what, that's a stud
Yes.
move. If
And
you
he's-
can pull
he's-
that off for your
and
high school.
he's the
Formula.
young buck, and Brad Pitt's like the old guy still rattling around in F1, I believe, is the premise of the movie.
Yeah.
Well, hang on.
Because
Are
I
you
saw
saying?
Rush,
Are
and
you
that
saying?
was really good.
Are you saying in this movie that Brad Pitt is still a Formula
Well,
One
no, I
driver?
think Javier Bardem.
Isn't he
Javier
60?
Bardem is I think he could play in early 50s.
Harvey is the race.
He's like a team owner.
Principal.
Yeah. He brings. I think Brad
He's a
Pitt.
scary unit.
Yeah, but he can also play very, very nice.
Yeah.
But he's got a great range, that bloke. So I think he brings Brad back in. Like he's like maybe
Right.
their top driver's out or something. I don't know.
Yes.
But can I like just real sort of film nerdy stuff? Why you might get excited or why you should be getting excited? Because I remember going to a movies.
If you tell me Ana Damos is in it,
No,
I'm just going to lose
she's,
my.
She's
No.
not. No, it's a bit nerdy than that. Behind the scenes stuff is because I remember when we went and saw Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah.
And like that was a cinematic spectacle. Like I remember walking out
It
going.
really was.
Yeah.
I remember leaving that going, I don't actually know how anyone could not enjoy that. Like watching it at the cinemas.
I agree.
That was a great film.
It
Yeah,
was
and
a
I'm
great
glad
movie.
I
Being
watched
the
that
film
at the
of the
cinemas.
decade.
Yeah, and it's sort of
Film
like
of the decade.
it was just the movie you really needed to see on
Yes.
the big screen.
No,
and,
it is.
And I saw Ash outside and I thought, please like it. And you came out and said, how good was that? The same
was
guy
crying.
who directed that, Joseph Kaczynski, is directing this one.
Unreal.
And they filmed it for IMAX. So we talk about event. They've got that IMAX screen down at Pacific Fair. I
Yeah.
still haven't been. It opened up like
I haven't
6
seen
months
it
ago.
yet. Yeah, I've got to get
And this
that.
movie was one of the movies that's coming out over the next 2 months. It's filmed for IMAX.
What?
So I
There's
reckon
an
it's-
IMAX at Pac Fair.
Yep.
Hello.
Hello.
You
Hello.
live down that
Yep.
way. That's where I'm going.
So then they've done like the full like Mission Impossible style, like filming it for real, like cameras on top of actual cars, and the way that sort of the plane, the choreography was shot in Maverick, they've applied that to F1. Like it looks incredible. They actually screened it in front of all the top F1 drivers. Like Oscar Piastri was there beside Verstappen and Lando Norris a couple of weeks ago. It's a private screening for the top F1 drivers, and they showed the film. Well, I mean, they're going to say nice things, but I mean that's got to be the most nerve-wracking premiere to show it to these guys and go, we're going to show millions of people around the world this is what it's like to be an F1 driver. But if you can't convince the guys that are actually driving,
Apparently it's legit. I think it was Lewis Hamilton they got in
Yes.
as a consultant,
Yep.
and he went.
I think he's a producer too.
He
Yeah,
looked at a scene and went, "Yeah, it's great, but that noise it's making is fourth gear, not fifth gear." Saying that you wouldn't have it in fourth gear there.
could you imagine?
So then they changed that. So it's legit. They've done all the bits and pieces.
I'm excited.
June 26th that comes out.
I'm excited.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
The Society on the Star Stradbroke Day, your premium race day experience. Book now at brc.com.au. Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne's Horseplay, yay or nay.
Now, Lutzi, I expect that you're heading out to the races this weekend.
100% I am.
Have you got yourself a new Temu suit?
I'm hoping it arrives actually today or tomorrow. Or today. Yeah,
Really?
Or in the morning. Yep.
Lutzi
It's-
buys
I
his-
love how all your Temu outfits turn up with like a weird animal on the icon. Like you kind of buy a Lacoste shirt, which is meant to have like a crocodile, but you'll have like a duck or
Yeah,
something. I love your
a
outfits.
pigeon or something. It's weird.
Yeah, you never know what you're going to get.
Yeah, I don't recommend the polo shirts actually, but this, the other stuff I do. And next week for Stradbroke, I've got a good one as well. Yeah, but this is all about this is all about the Stradbroke actually.
Oh, this is look. Listen,
it's
congratulations to everyone who's gone into the draw. This is where the Rubber meets the road.
Yeah, well, it's well said, bro.
If you like.
Well,
I didn't know what you were going to say about the
I didn't know what I was
This
going
is
to
where
say
the
either.
hooves meet the
the
straight.
Yes.
The finishing straight or something.
To the final.
This
furlong.
is
Where
where
the
bare feet.
the equine power
hit the
leaves
grass.
the barriers.
And you need to answer within 5 calls. We're doing that.
Yeah,
that old
producer
gimmick? Yep.
Lockie's just going to dial a number at random. Is there any reason why you're not even saying anything? You're wearing the horse head. Is that no?
No, I just thought because Lutzy was wearing it all week, I decided to.
Fantastic, mate.
Okay, good
You can't
stuff.
talk unless you have
Yeah.
the bridle in your mouth, buddy.
Here we go.
Okay.
5 rings.
5 rings, buddy.
Hello, Kieran speaking.
Is that you, Kieran?
You're kidding.
Mate,
How good?
you're live on the radio, so don't swear for crying out loud, mate. We'll lose our licence. But it's Ash and it's Lutzy, it's Nicky, it's Mitch, it's the whole crew from your favourite radio show, mate. And we're here to tell you that
That's
you've
so
just
good.
won the horseplay, yay or nay, the Star Stradbroke Day at Eagle Farm.
That's unreal.
Giving you my dog.
Thank you very much.
Giddy up, Kieran. That is
so
you
good.
sorted.
Mate, you are going to absolutely love. Like Stradbroke Day is our biggest day of racing.
It's the best day in Queensland, isn't it?
It really is, mate. And then you got the Society, of course, Society rooftop. You've got the package with the beverages and the food. It's the best spot to be on the best day of racing. Congratulations, mate. It's unreal.
Thank you so much.
That's a 5-hour gold beverage package.
And
mate.
6 tickets. 6
And-
tickets as well.
And limos there and back, if you don't mind.
Oh, my God.
It doesn't get much
how are
better,
you going to
does it?
choose your friends? Do you know who
Well,
you take?
I'll obviously have to take the wife.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then it'll go to the
Yes.
highest bidder, I reckon.
Ah.
No, there's already people lined up, so
I bet there is, mate.
How
we'll
good's
take
that,
full
mate?
advantage of that 5-hour drink package, that's for sure.
You got a Westfield gift card as well to make sure you're looking
Yeah,
the
I'm
part
sure.
for the.
Perfect.
What are you going to do with your hair?
Yeah, that's the question.
My hair, I don't have much left, so probably just keep it as is.
Well, that's unreal, mate. You're going to have an absolute ball. And, don't forget the Society on the Star Stradbroke Day. Your premium race day experience, you can book that now. I recommend you do so at brc.com.au. Well done, brother.
Thank you, legends.
Have a good one.
The Ash, Lutzy and Nikki Osborne podcast. Ash, Lutzy and Nikki Osborne's Caller of the Week.
What number are we up to? Holy hoo, we're up to 18 already.
It's been a strong
We've
week.
done
too.
18 weeks.
Well, you haven't. You've done about 13, but yeah, we're up to 18.
Oh, I don't even know what we're doing.
It's Caller of the Week. Caller of the Week.
No, I just don't know why you were yo-yo-yoing. So I just joined in. It's Zeta.
Come on.
Friday fun time.
Let's cut loose.
We
I'm
don't-
not
Alright.
sure. I feel like we've had so many great callers this week.
We have had some great callers.
Oh, but we did have a very special one just before.
Yeah, not too far ago.
Which blood type is known as the universal donor? Jody, you said
A plus.
A plus or something like that. And Nikki, you said O negative. That's correct. O negative is
come
correct. And I no idea how you jagged that, but you did. O
That's
negative.
because I am O negative.
Which
and
you should
everyone
know
wants a
because-
piece.
Yeah, because you've been spilling blood like no one's business.
That's true.
I have.
That's true. I don't even know what blood type I am. Do you, Mitch?
Yeah.
I'm
I'm-
O positive, I think I am.
It's red.
Yeah, I'm red.
It's also National Donut Day!
Jody, National Donut Day. Give it a bit of. Yes. Yeah, all right.
When was that? When was that?
Oh, like 20 minutes ago.
Was that today?
I think behind the scenes are like, Jodie was great, and she was. Top of the pops this week.
Yesterday, that was today. Wow.
Hey, Jody. Jody.
Yo.
Nah, hang on.
Long time, lickers.
There we go.
Well, guess what you get? You get.
Hang on, what do you get? What's she
Well,
get, Ash?
you get my gone fishing bucket hat.
Yes.
Now I know you're K5 about your job, whatever you're doing. You're working for the.
Don't push her on it.
Working for the feds or doing whatever you're doing, but if you send me a picture of you in your gone fishing bucket hat, I'm going to put together like a collage. I can fuzz out your face or
Yeah, we
something
can
like that.
we
if you-
fuzz her face out. Hey, Jody, is it
Blur
fair?
out the facial. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Is it fair to say you've got a specific set of skills?
Well, that's an understatement.
Oh, damn. Damn, girl. Damn, girl. She just lit it up.
We've got stuff going on.
Yeah, it's my what would Lutzy do? Stubby cooler as
Stub
well.
while holder.
And Nikki, you're going to throw in your rag?
Yeah, I've got
your
a dry harder towel for you, Jody.
Oh, thanks, Nicholas.
You're welcome.
And there's a good tote bag too, Jody. The tote bag. You put it all in in the tote bag.
Jones, the tote bag is excellent, by the way. And we're sorry
that not as good as the towel.
We're sorry that Ash doesn't scream your name out during sex much anymore.
The Ash, Lutzy and Nikki Osborne podcast.